Welcome to today's Explainer. I'm so stoked you're hanging out with us. Today, we're diving into a foundational skill that is an absolute game changer for your workflow. We're talking about automating math in Microsoft Excel. Now, you'll notice our slides are in Khmer today to help out our Khmer-speaking viewers. If you've ever stared at a massive, endless wall of numbers and felt your brain just kind of shut down at the thought of adding them all up manually, well, you are definitely in the right place. So, let me ask you this. Are you completely over adding numbers manually, one by one? I mean, we've literally all been there, right? You type the equals sign, click the first cell, type plus, click the next one, and on and on and on. It's so tedious, it's incredibly slow, and honestly, it's just a massive recipe for silly mistakes. But what if there was a built-in magic button that could do all that heavy lifting for you in literally the blink of an eye? Well, our source material today points directly to the solution, which is using formulas. And that's exactly what we're going to master right now. Specifically, we're zeroing in on a super powerful feature called AutoSum. It is hands down the absolute fastest way to total up your data without ever having to write out those long, complicated math equations yourself. Okay, before we click anything, we've got to nail down one absolutely crucial term, the resultant cell. I know, it sounds a little overly technical, but the concept is actually super simple. The resultant cell is literally just the empty box where you want your final total to show up. Think of it as the finish line for your calculation. You have to tell Excel exactly where to drop the answer before it can actually do the math for you. And that brings us to a really straightforward four-step process. First up, just like we literally just talked about, you click on your resultant cell. Then, step 2, you're going to head up to the Home tab on your Excel menu and click that AutoSum button. Step 3 is where Excel basically works its magic. It highlights what it thinks you want to add up, and you just hit Enter. Finally, step 4, you verify your result up in the formula bar. It's a super efficient 1, 2, 3, 4 process. Let's hang out on step 3 for just a second, because this is where the real automation happens. The key here is that when you click AutoSum, Excel basically tries to read your mind. It grabs what we call the most obvious range. You'll see this moving dotted line kind of looks like marching ants wrapped around the specific cells it clicked. If Excel guessed right, boom, just hit Enter and you're golden. But here's the best part. You're still totally in the driver's seat. If it grabs the wrong numbers, you just use your mouse to highlight the cells you actually want before hitting Enter. Now, just think about the old way for a second. Typing equals A1 plus A2 plus A3, it takes forever, right? Now, compare that to our new method. Just click AutoSum, check those marching ants, and hit Enter. That's literally the whole shebang. By using this, you're taking a data entry chore that might take you 5 minutes and turning into an automated task that's done in 2 seconds flat. It's all about making your workflow way more efficient and way less painful. But wait, we absolutely cannot forget about step 4. This right here is what separates the spreadsheet beginners from the actual pros. Once you got your total on the screen, you need to click back onto that resultant cell to make it active again. Then look all the way up at the formula bar at the top of your screen. Why is this so crucial? Well, because a cell might show the number 100, but the formula bar tells you exactly how it got to that 100. Verifying the formula guarantees the software actually did what you intended. It's basically your ultimate safety net. So, that leads us to a really fascinating question to chew on. If Excel can automate adding hundreds of rows with just one single click of the AutoSum button, what other tedious, repetitive spreadsheet tasks can we automate next? Could we easily find averages or maybe count specific pieces of data? Once you start grasping the core logic behind these built-in formulas, a whole new world of productivity and data control completely opens up for you. I really hope this explainer helps you navigate your spreadsheets with a lot more confidence going forward. Remember, the goal is always to use the software to work smarter, not harder. Please click like, share my channel, and comment for more videos. Many thanks.